Happy Chinese New Year, everyone! Oh, no, it's not. I'm sorry. I always feel a little bit wonky every Saturday morning from 9:45 to 11. I don't know, but for some reason this time period always gets me down. But thanks to the mooncake of President Georgette, I feel like a renewed person. Thank you. Now, speaking of renewed, have you already renewed your membership? Hashtag together, yes we can. Division A. Oh, by the way, I'm the famous Joan Adrian Tabalanza. Let me say that again. It's Joanne, not Joan. So that means I'm half Chinese. Thank you. I belong. All right. Now you've probably seen me in these magazines like Time and some movies like Shang-Chi. Thank you. And I know I've also been the president of Mystic Culture Toastmasters Club from Area 5, Division A, and today I'd like to share with you the topic of humor and spontaneity, topics that are close to my heart and hopefully will be close to yours as well. The benefits of humor are fairly established. Physically, it helps with our immune system. It soothes our tense muscles. It lowers our sensation of pain. And it also avoids heart complications. You know, I've just broken up with my boyfriend recently because he wanted us to go to Baguio as friends. He's mental. Now, mentally, humor increases our interest to life, makes us happier, boosts our mood, and also makes us resilient during crisis. And socially, humor builds stronger connections among people, levels up collaborative work, eases up group tension and conflict, and most importantly, makes us attractive to other people. Hmm, makes me wonder why this boy asked for my hand. Hmm. Isn't it match made in heaven? I know, right? Thank you. Okay, now we're done with the boring part. Let me spice it up a bit because this is Greenell's Prime Toastmasters Club, which sounds like Optimus Prime, and any minute now I'll transform into a giant robot fighting Decepticons. At Greenells, we are credible speakers, aren't we? So, let me throw in some journal articles for you. A survey study done by Makewa and company entitled Teachers' Use of Humor in Teaching and Students' Rating of Their Effectiveness revealed that there's a significantly moderate correlation between humor and perception of teacher effectiveness. The researchers concluded that humor benefited students by boosting their engagement, motivation, and interests, all psychological variables, and the social variable of teacher-student relationship. Another study done last year by Yo and colleagues entitled Scientists as Comedians: The Effects of Humor on Perceptions of Scientists and Scientific Messages generally affirmed the findings of the previous research. The researchers concluded that humor is effective, especially if the presenter is deemed credible, not necessarily likable. So, in other words, if you're communicating a heady topic like science, you're more likely to be amusing if your audience acknowledges your acumen. See what I did there? Let me say that again. You're more likely to be amusing if your audience acknowledges your acumen. You see? Press did you get? Did you see what I did there? Okay, you're nodding your head. It's alliteration. Amusing, audience, acknowledges, acumen. Hmm, such genius. I know, right? I belong. I'm half Chinese after all. Now, how do we apply these findings to us as Toastmasters? Here's a list of suggestions. Number one, be audience centered. If if you're a prepared speaker, for example, gauge the audience about how much humor is appropriate. How? Well, attend the meeting a few times before you deliver. Throw in some innocent jokes and see who's responding very well. Those who don't can be executed. I mean, I mean, noted. So try to balance humor with some more somber approach. Now you may be asking, so has G.E. Joan observed Greenall's prime before? Well, the answer is no, because I'm a goddess, and there's always an exception to the rule. Silly. Number two, make something funny visible so that every day you can have a chuckle. What you're seeing is my screensaver, so that every time I turn on my computer, something in me also turns on. And number three, laugh at your own mistakes even if it feels weird. If you're doing table topics, you're probably making the most number of mistakes in your whole life because of that nervous energy. Channel that nervous energy to your advantage. What you can do is this. For example, uh-oh, that's not the answer I wanted to say. But that's also not the question you wanted to ask. Back at you, topics master. And number four, be with playful, funny people. It's so contagious to laugh with people who don't take themselves so seriously and don't have an inflated sense of ego. Life will be much lighter and your mood will improve. So if you're the Toastmaster of the day, lead your participants in the play. Lose the inhibitions as if no judgmental eyes are watching you. If you see your participants self expressing themselves by poking fun at themselves, then baby, believe me, you're doing a goddamn job. Alright, well, incidentally, playful and funny people are also spontaneous. Right? Would you agree? Would you give me a thumbs up if you agree? Thank you. So, if you're spontaneous, you've probably witnessed a couple of Toastmasters meetings where all the members are just having a blast and all the heckling going on is unrehearsed, right? I've witnessed some of these here and abroad. But the question is there a space for spontaneity in the way we conduct our meetings? You see, when I took on the role of being the club president of Mystic Culture, I told myself, I won't go down the history of Toastmasters as the president of boars and automatons. So, in order to embody spontaneity, I embrace my inner Wu Wei, a Taoist principle. I can see you grimacing, Pastor Jet. The Taoist principle of action, of letting your impulse run the show instead of being a control freak. And thus, from secretive to mystical, our club has now turned into a carnival a la Cirque du Soleil. Thank you. A 2008 study by the renowned doctors Lim and Braun experimented on jazz musicians. They told them to play memorized music and then do an improv. While playing, their brains were being scanned by fMRI. After comparing the results, they found out that there's a marked difference between the brain scans of those who played memorized notes and those who improvised. They concluded, or they rather found out, that the brain area called medial prefrontal cortex lighted up for those who improvised. This brain area is associated with language and creativity. In the area for anxiety, also quieted down. Another article done just last year by Tresca agreed and affirmed the findings of Dr. Lim and Braun from a historical perspective. He concluded that improvisation, a manifestation of spontaneity, is inherent within us and is natural to do so. He then gave a suggestion on how to develop our spontaneity in our daily lives. So you may be asking, how? Am I right, Toastmaster Ayen? How? Okay, I can see you smiling. The answer is this. the yes attitude. Can we say that again, please? Can you unmute and say it with me?
Yes.
Yes
Yes.
attitude.
Attitude.
All right.
Yes.
Attitude.
Okay. Thank you. Yes, yes, yes. It's the yes attitude. So, if you're doing table topics, boisterously say yes to the challenge. And you'll never know. Your mood will be much lighter, and the task might feel a little easier for you. And your sense of humor might be easier to draw out as well. Now, to conclude, let's have a little sample of improvisation. Are you ready, President Georgette?
Yes. Attitude.
Okay, let's do this. So here's the situation. We are going to rob a bank, alright? President Georgette's character is Snow White, so befitting of her with that ribbon. And my character is President Duterte, so befitting of me. Thank you, I know. Okay, let's begin. Georgette, my friend, do I sound like Duterte to you?
Oh my goodness. How do you do?
Okay, if I don't sound like Duterte, patayin ko ang hindi nagsabi na hindi ako kaboses ni Duterte. Okay?
Repeat that again. I
Okay.
didn't get.
Thank
I
you
was
for listening
dreaming.
very well. Now, we are going to rob a bank. Okay?
Okay, whatever you say.
And I want you to call upon your dwarves or elves to help us. Okay?
Yes, I'm
Now
with
we're
you.
entering the bank. Okay, thank you for killing the security guard.
Did
So
I?
prim and proper, but you did the job. Okay, now we are at the teller. What do you do with the teller?
Hey, I want to ask her if she found my Prince Charming.
Okay, what are you going to do with the Prince Charming? Are you going to kill him too?
No, I will offer it to you.
Oh,
Maybe you
yes.
like it.
I do like Prince Charming. Oh, but I'm sorry. My mistress, Bongo, is going to be jealous. So I'd probably not accept your offer.
Don't worry, I still have 7 dwarfs.
Alright. Well, now we just killed the teller and we're going to get the money. Come on,
Okay,
let's get out of this place.
okay, let's go, let's go. Yes.
Alright. Thank
Do we
you.
need to sing?
Oh, yes,
We have
let's
to
sing.
whistle.
Let's
Yeah,
sing.
whistle. Okay, what do we sing? I
Okay.
told you I cannot sing, diba?
Since you cannot sing, let's end this improvisation. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for listening. Back to our topic or table topics or Toastmaster of the day.